Hello there, I'm Peter Alsop. This week our song to chew comes from my Ebenezer's Makeover album. It's written and performed by Joe Jenks. I think the first time I heard Joe sing this song was on the title cut of his What Kind of Brother Are You album. He released it in 2000, and his song struck me as a wonderful way to help boys and men understand that we don't have to make jokes at the expense of women and girls just so we can feel like one of the guys. Yes, I know we only do it to bond with each other. I suspect that's been going on for thousands of years, and it's way past time for a change. Joe's song models how to voice our objection when a group of our friends and brothers start to put down women and girls. So, let's listen to our song to chew for today, What Kind of Brother Are You?
As you and I were walking down the street, I heard you talk your line. You said, look at the rich chick, look at the fat chick. Hey, don't that hippie chick look fine? What is it in your background that makes you think that it's okay to talk about a woman that you see such a ruthless way? She's somebody's mother, she's somebody's daughter, somebody's lover. She's somebody's sister, and I'm saying, mister, what kind of brother are you? I haven't mentioned this before. I guess I was afraid to tell you how deeply offended I was at the comments that you made. I know that you think everything's a joke, even after all these years. If you take the time to look behind that pretty smile, you would see the tears. No, I don't think I'm perfect. I'm not throwing stones your way, but I can't ignore what you say anymore, so my silence stops today. I know that you're a good man, so think about what you say and do. That could be your mother, sister, or lover being hurt by a good man like you. And she is your mother, she is your daughter, she is your lover. And she is your sister, so tell me, hey mister, what kind of brother are you? What kind of brother?
I am blunt with women's spirit, but I speak what I honestly think. Is that wrong?
Well, it's the privileged way to think.
I don't understand.
That's right, you don't. Because it's the water you swim in. See, fish don't know they're in water, Scrooge. They swim around with no idea that other creatures live in the air. It doesn't even dawn on you straight white guys that the world looks a lot different to other people who have their own glasses. Here. Put these on.
I don't need glasses.
Oh, yeah, you do.
That was Terrence Evans playing the part of Ebenezer Scrooge, and Gerald C. Rivers plays the spirit of present time. Last week, our song to chew was a song I wrote called Courage. We talked about how that word comes from the French word coeur, which means heart. Every man listening today knows how difficult it is to speak up to a group of other men or boys and go against the accepted ritual practice of joking and making sexual remarks about women and girls. We know it's scary, and it takes courage to speak up about this subject, even with our friends, because we've seen their reaction. There's a very powerful blowback response, and abuse that happens to anyone in the group who goes against the grain. Doesn't happen much, and it's a guaranteed buzzkill for the group when any member displays concern or kind-heartedness or sympathy for females who are being objectified, who are seen only as a sex object, not as a whole person. Anyone who dares to speak up critically about this male behavior in the group gets ostracized by the group. That means kicked out and labeled as a fag or a sissy or some other negative name, label, designed to put that person down and exclude them because they're threatening the way things are supposed to be. I think we appropriately use the word courage when we talk about intervening and objecting to these types of unkind behaviors, because our hearts need to be open enough to resonate with the pain that these behaviors generate for others in order for us to feel uncomfortable enough to speak up. And it's completely reasonable to feel fear about doing so, and that's where the courage comes in. And this doesn't just happen to women and girls, but also to LGBTQ plus folks and BIPOC people, which means Black, Indigenous, people of color, and to people who are non-Christians, as well as to anyone else who doesn't have the privileges afforded to us white, heterosexual, male Christians in this country. And of course, when us men and boys participate in these behaviors, we're almost always doing it to be accepted by our peers. There are other ways to be accepted, one of which is by being a caring leader. If we speak up to defend someone who's being put down or point out how it limits us when we keep viewing women as sexual conquests or as a goal to be attained, as someone with whom we can score, it sets us up to carry out behaviors that actually shut us down further in exactly the places we need to grow. It stunts our feelings vocabulary, an appreciation of people who are culturally different, people who are of different genders, sexual orientations, places of origin, religions, ages, abilities, accents, exposure to which can only enrich our own experience of going through our own lives and becoming more aware of the beauty and value of all the other colors and flavors of human beings with whom we share this planet. Scientists tell us that our male brains prefer to work in binary ways, with black or white, up or down, my way or the highway methods of understanding our world. Men used to put certain women on a pedestal as a wife and a vessel to create our children and care for us. And if they didn't fit into that category, they would fall into the other extreme category of being somehow less than human and simply a creature to be used for sexual gratification or other service to men. All of this, fortunately, has been changing for years as more and more women and men speak about the unjust, unwarranted, and cruel limitations placed upon women by men, socially, physically, spiritually, and legally. It seems to me that what we're seeing is the moral arc of the universe bending toward justice, just like the Reverend Martin Luther King spoke about so eloquently. Why fight the rainbow when it's only showing us how beautiful life might be? That's plenty to chew on for today. I'm Peter Alsop. Thank you for stopping by. Please tell your friends about this podcast. I'll see you next week with another Song to Chew.